Time now for Eyewitness News. Call 12 for action. Last night we warned you about a jury duty scheme, and tonight we're hearing from a victim who says the person who tried to get his money called the wrong guy. Tonight the victim speaks out exclusively to problem solver Susan Hogan, and you won't believe who he works for.
Well, when we get calls from people complaining about a scheme, we usually refer them right to the Attorney General's office. Well, what happens when someone who works for the Attorney General gets a suspicious call? Well, he calls 12 for action.
All right.
He's Jim Lee, Assistant Attorney General and Division Chief of the Civil Division. Wrong guy to pick on.
I guess it was, since I knew right from the start that it was a phony call.
Jim says he recently got a call from a man threatening him for missing jury duty.
It said, "Is this James R. Lee?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I'm Lieutenant so-and-so from the Bristol County Sheriff's Department." And he started yelling from the beginning, "Why weren't you in court?"
The call escalated from there. According to the Assistant Attorney General, the caller said since he missed jury duty, there was a warrant out for his arrest. That is, unless Jim was willing to work out a little deal.
There was no doubt at that point he was going to move on to a credit card number to try and get bail or some kind of a fee out of me, but I escalated my insults to him and kind of cut that off to the point where he simply said, "We'll be there in a few minutes to arrest you," and he hung up on me.
But not before the caller told Jim he knew where he lived.
So he knew where I lived, he knew what my name was, he knew my phone number.
So how can you tell the difference between phony and real calls from the courts? The real jury commissioner's office does not issue arrest warrants for individuals who fail to appear for jury duty. If you fail to show up for jury duty, the courts will call you and ask you why. If an arrest warrant is issued, you won't get a heads-up phone call. Police will simply show up. Jim says he wanted to get his story out to warn others not to fall victim.
He was very aggressive. He was using the law enforcement language, and the word is hang up on this person. Don't listen to his insults. Don't let him threaten you.
Now, if you receive one of these calls, the Attorney General's office is urging you to report it to your local police department. While it is more likely than not this scheme is operating outside of Rhode Island, the quickest way to stop it from spreading is awareness. And if you have a consumer problem you need help solving, contact our Call 12 for Action Center Monday through Thursday from 11 until 1. Hotline 228-1850. Or if you're interested in becoming a Call 12 for Action volunteer with me, you can call that same number you see right there on your screen. I'm problem solver Susan Hogan, Eyewitness News.